Hello friends, this is class 6th, subject English. This is lesson 11, voice, which has been taken from PC Wren'S grammar book, and this is going to be our lecture number 2. Voice. As I told you in the last class, these are of two types, active voice and passive voice. The voice shows whether subject performs the action or the subject receives the action. Active voice. When the subject of the verb acts, the verb is said to be active voice. Or we can say the subject of the verb is the doer of the action. There it is said to be active voice. For example, Hari made a mistake. Here the doer of the action is Hari. So Hari is subject. Here Hari is active subject, so this is called as an active voice. Lata is singing a song. In the same way, Lata is acting as an active subject. So this is called an active voice. Passive voice. When the subject of the verb receives the action, the verb is said to be in passive voice. In this, the subject of active voice becomes the object of passive voice, and the object of active voice becomes the subject of the passive voice. For example, a mistake was made by Hari. As I told you earlier, Hari made a mistake. There, a mistake was object and Hari was subject. When we interchange subject and object, what do? A mistake, then we add be form of the verb. Here was is added, and then third form of the verb is written, that is made, and then we add a preposition by. A mistake was made by Hari, and here Hari has become passive. Earlier in active voice it was active, so that is called active voice, and that this is called passive voice. A song is being sung by Lata. The actual sentence in active voice was Lata is singing a song. So here a song was object there and Lata was a subject there. Here a song has become our new subject, whereas Lata has become our new object. Being ing form of the verb, that is be plus ing, has been added over here, and then third form of the verb, which is given with by. By is preposition which is to be added in passive voice. So here a song is being sung by Lata is our passive voice. Now I'm going to tell you the steps to change the voice. Subject of active voice becomes the object of passive voice. First of all, we need to make arrows. The subject of active voice will be the object of passive voice, and the object of the active voice becomes the subject of the passive voice. You can make arrows for your convenience. Form of be is added in passive voice. Now I'll tell you the form of be. Is am are in present tense. If the active voice is in present tense, we use is, am or are, especially in definite and continuous tense. We use is, am, are in passive voice to change active voice into passive voice. Was or were in past tense. Being in continuous tense, been in perfect tense. By is added before the object of the passive voice, and before that don't forget to write only third form in passive voice. Pronouns are changed as under. We change the pronouns as well. For example, I is changed into me, we is changed into us, you is you, he is changed into him, she is changed into her, it is changed into it, they is changed into them. For example, I am teaching you voice. If it is changed into passive voice. I am teaching you voice is active voice. If I am asked to change the same sentence into passive voice, how will I change? Voice is being taught by me. We are eating food. Food is being eaten by us. You drove the car. The car was driven by you. He made me fool. Fool was made, I was made fool by him. She learnt a lesson. A lesson was learnt by her. It is raining. It is raining. Now there is no object, so there will be no passive voice. We need to check if there is any object or not in the sentence. If there is no object, the active voice will not be changed into passive voice. Okay. Now, how will we come to know whether there is object or not? If we get the answer of what or whom just after the verb. It means there is an object or else there is no object. Next, they. They studied in the class. Now they studied where? Here we are getting the answer of where after studied. So active voice will not be changed into passive voice. Whereas if I say they study their books, their books are studied by them. Fifth, past participle form of the verb is used after the form of be. It means third form of the verb is used after the form of be. Tense of the verb is not changed, only its form is changed. For example, tense of the verb remains the same. Seventh, vague subjects like someone, somebody, everybody, everyone, people, etc. are dropped in passive voice form. For example, someone broke the window. Its passive voice will be the window was broken. Or if you want to write someone, you can write it like this: the window was broken by someone. How to change active voice into passive voice? The dog chased the cat. The cat was chased by the dog. Affirmative sentences. Subject becomes our new object. Object becomes our new subject. Auxiliary verb be, being or being are added. Main verb changed into third form of the verb, then by preposition is added. In simple present tense, if there is verb or verb plus s or es in active voice, that will be changed into is, am, are plus third form of the verb. In present continuous tense, is, am, are is changed into is, am or are plus being. In present perfect tense, we just add been after the helping verb. In simple past tense, was or were is added. In past continuous tense, being is added. In past perfect tense, been. In simple future tense, simply be is added. And can, may, must are changed into can be, must be or may be. First, simple present tense. If there is verb first form or verb first form plus s or es, that will be changed into is, am, are plus third form of the verb. For example, everybody likes Tom. Its answer is Tom is liked by everybody. In present continuous tense, is, am, are plus verb first form ing will be changed into is, am, are plus being plus third form of the verb. For example, the mason is building the wall. Its answer will be the wall is being built by the mason. Next, present perfect tense, has or have plus third form of the verb will be changed into has or have plus been plus third form of the verb. For example, somebody has stolen my purse. It will be changed into my purse has been stolen by somebody. In simple past tense, second form of the verb will be changed into was or were plus third form of the verb. For example, the cat caught the mouse. Now it will be changed into the mouse was caught by the cat, because we'll simply add was and then that will be followed by third form of the verb and then with the preposition by. Next is past continuous tense. Here we use was or were plus ing form of the verb. Simply we add being. For example, the cat was chasing the mouse. It will be changed into the mouse was being chased by the cat. In past perfect tense, where we use had plus third form of the verb, we will add been, B-E-E-N. For example, Ravi had already paid the phone bill. It will be changed into the phone bill had already been paid by Ravi. We will just add been. Now students, this is the time to assign you homework. Revise voice and do given exercise in your book. Exercise 1, this is given in your book. Read the exercise carefully and then solve it. This is exercise 2. Read it carefully and solve it. Now we shall discuss previous homework. Question number 5. God lives in the heart of the punch. The aunt said. What did she mean? Answer. The aunt meant that a person in the seat of a judge becomes fair and just like God. He cannot do any injustice. He is God's representative. Question number 6. What was Algu's verdict as head punch? How did Jumman take it? Answer. As head punch, Algu's verdict was that Jumman had to pay his aunt a monthly allowance, or else the property would go back to her. Jumman did not take the verdict well. The bond of friendship between Algu and Jumman was broken. Question number 7. Algu found himself in a tight spot. What was his problem? Its answer. Algu sold his bullock to Samju Sahu. Sahu promised to pay the price within a month, but bullock died before the expiry date. Sahu became dishonest and refused to pay the money. This made Algu sad and he found himself in a tight spot. Now rest of the question number 8, 9 and 10 will be discussed in today's class, today's online class I must say, and then those answers will be given in the next lecture. Thank you so much.